Hey guys, it's Lady Supreme here, and first of all, I want to say that it's like 12 o'clock at night, and I just came from school, and I've been up all day, so I'm crazy to be doing this video right now, but I'm super psyched, super excited to really come up here and talk to you guys. And if you're a subscriber and you're back, oh my god, thank you so much, like, my heart, like, thank you. And if you are new here, oh my god, thank you for checking out my channel. I hope you enjoy it, and if you do not forget to select that sub button and put the notifications on, because you know one day I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna be doing this every week. But the way how school set up, like, and like the way how being inspired is set up, like I want to come up here and I want to make sure I give you guys the best content, and that like it's really coming from the bottom of my heart. And like as things go on in my life, like I keep you guys updated by what I learned and what it is I feel like I could improve. And it's just like I come up here and I come up here to give you guys something I wish I always had, which is the person I am today and the person I am always reinventing to be. With that being said, let me get into what it's like dealing with loss. So this year I lost my auntie and I lost my mother, and it's been a process. Like I'm still dealing with losing them, and it's not easy. Some days are easier than others, and some days like it just hits me real hard and I just cry it out, and like, you know, things like that. But these are the things that I feel like we should never do to ourselves, and what we should do while dealing with loss, or if you ever lose somebody, what are some things that you should do in order to not recover but to move on and still deal with feeling the feelings that you have. Because I'm gonna let you know something, there's nothing wrong with being sad that somebody's not in your life. There's nothing wrong with that. So let's get right into it. The first thing is to know that you should never rush your emotions. So if you're somebody like me, which is like I always want to be over and done with so I can move to the next level, you should never try to rush your emotions, saying things like, I should be over this by now, or I thought I cried about this already. You know, you're gonna have days where it's okay, you're gonna have days where it's really good, and you're gonna have really bad days, and all you could do is think about how amazing that person was in your life and the fact that they're not there anymore. Oh, don't be alarmed, that's my cat. Anyway, and you should always take that emotion in and like embrace it. Like, it's okay. Know that it's okay. Like, you're gonna be okay. And if that person was here with you right now, they would want you to know that it's okay, and they would want to comfort you and let you know that it's okay. And you know, getting into the next thing, you should always pursue what you want to be, what you want to do with your life. One thing that I really picked up on when my mom and my aunt died this year was that there's some things that I want to do. There's some things that I want to experience. And it really pushed me to really sit here and go and do what I would want to do. Really become the person that I want to be and be the person that I want to see. And which leads me into something else. Do what makes you happy, because what makes you happy is what they will be proud of. If they love you in any kind of way, shape, or form, they want you to be happy. They want you to love your life. They want you to be happy and satisfied in your life, and to expand and to grow and to love and just be the amazing person that they obviously seen in you. And every day, you should always define who that person is and what that person does. Because one thing is that as we grow, we are always reinventing ourselves. We are always becoming better and newer humans, and we are always just expanding our horizon, no matter what it is, whether it's learning a new trade, whether it's, like learning new things in spirituality. It doesn't matter what it is, like whether it's like being whatever, just practicing. We are always learning new things, and that's a beautiful thing. You should always do that. So I think it's really important, especially in a time of loss, to really get yourself engaged in something that really that you love. It helps you discover new parts of yourself, and when you do the things that you love, you attract the people that love you. Like, you'll find, some people say you'll find the one. I say you find your path. You find your group. You find amazing people that, are rooting for you. And you'll find some people that, are just not supposed to be in your life. And all of it is a lesson of, just time and learning and growing. I shouldn't say time, it's just say like it's a lesson of growing, and a lesson of learning how to receive and to give. Something else, do not be afraid to love. When you lose people in your life, it should help you to love more, because in that you learn that you can never truly lose anyone. And when you love more, and you'll love so much that you'll realize that life goes on, and that it's okay, that although they are this wonderful person that was in your life that's not in your life anymore, you loving others will make them happy, will make them be like, wow, I see, like, you really like becoming a great individual for the world. And I don't mean, oh my god, I'm gonna bust my ass for this person and like I'm gonna forget about myself. No, when I'm talking about you loving yourself, like anything, I'm talking about you loving yourself so much that you're not afraid to love. And because when you love yourself, you can't help but just love, because whatever you are, you're always going to reflect that to other people. So you can't be afraid of yourself. So instead of like bashing how sensitive you are, or how much you care, it's okay to care, but always care about yourself first. Always care about yourself first, okay? Because when you care about yourself first, you'll have the power to care about somebody else in a way that they may need in their life. But even more than that, when you care about yourself, like they say, you can't give something that you don't have. So if you don't care for yourself, then you can't truly care for nobody else, like in a efficient way. Like, you might be able to do it temporarily, but one day you're gonna sit back and you're gonna crash, and you're gonna look at everything that you got going on, and you're like, and you're like, I can't do this anymore. And by the way, I'm sorry, I sound stuffy. I probably should have said that in the beginning of the video, but which gets me into my next point. Don't overwhelm yourself. What I mean by don't overwhelm yourself is, don't be like, oh my god, I just lost this, and I just lost that, and I just lost this, and I just lost that, and I just lost that, and like, like I can't do this, and I got this going on, and oh my god, and I gotta breathe. If anything I've learned from loss is to really take a moment and live in the moment. Today, what do I want to do? Today, what's gonna help me move forward right now. Let's not even look at the whole day. Right now, what's gonna help me move forward? Like tomorrow, what's gonna help me move forward? Waking up at 5 o'clock tomorrow and taking my ass to school, sitting in my 7-hour class, learning what I have to know, staying for another until like 9 o'clock, okay? Learning what I need to know, taking the classes that I need to take, and truly enjoying and embracing the people that I meet. And like, because everybody that I meet, I see myself in them, and it's crazy. Like when you're going through things, you think that you're the only person that's going through something. You think somebody can relate to you. You think that you're the only person that has went through a hardship. But the more and more you begin to open up, the more and more you begin to free yourself from thoughts of limitation, of, oh, I can't do this anymore, oh, I can't, like, is when you start taking that word out of your vocabulary, you'll see how much the world is actually who you are. You'll see how much reflections that are around you, and it gives you something to be thankful for the day. And like every day you come home, just think of like how thankful you are, of like, wow, today was a good day, and I'm really happy that I had the opportunity to have that day. Like, it really had me thinking like, wow, like, you know, I'm happy I'm able to wake up today, and I'm able to experience the human experience today. You know, like, when I die one day, I don't know where my soul wants to go to next time, but today, hopefully tomorrow, hopefully some years afterwards, wow, I got to sit here and be all these things, and it's just crazy. Like, and it's amazing, like, the fact that you're given this opportunity of life. If anything, that those women that showed me is that you have the opportunity of life. And you know, with my aunt, she died in my home, and I looked at her body while, cause she, like, we were there when she like just passed away, and like me and my other aunt, we were trying to bring her back to life. And I looked at her body as it was, you know, all the cells were leaving, and really taking it in that this is really what death looks like. And from there, I realized I can't sit still. I don't have time to procrastinate. I don't have time to wait on nothing. I don't have time to not live my life. I don't have time to let people waste my time. When they say life is too short, life is too short. My aunt was 55 years old, and my mom was about to turn 57. Life is too short. Life is a glimpse, a blink of an eye. And in that blink of an eye, what do you want to do? This is why I personally love the game Sims, and like, I gotta get that new gamepad coming up. Okay, anyway, I think I might have a whole new channel dedicated to Sims one day. Off topic. Anyway, so what that showed me is that, like, you really do not have time to be wasting time worrying about what people might think about you, worrying about, oh my god, am I gonna fit in? Do you fit in with yourself? Which, like, do you accept yourself? I always think every day that I get up and I do what I'm supposed to do and I go to school, that these people they're proud of me. They would be proud of me for doing what I wanted to do in my life, and that I'm actually pursuing it. That I'm not wasting time just talking about it, having an analysis paralysis. I'm making moves. Like my mom, she always wanted to make moves, and whatever I do it's a thanks to her. And when I get ready in the morning and I look at myself in the mirror, make sure that I look good, but get out the house today. It's like my aunts right here, like, I like that. Your face is pretty. And I love them. They are my inspiration. They are my true inspiration. Like, and losing someone, you can look at it two ways. You could say, oh my God, this person's not in my life anymore, it's all my fault, and be pessimistic. Or you can look at it as an inspiration, because although this person isn't physically with you today, and this person won't be with you tomorrow physically, but spiritually, everything that they've shown you, everything that they told you, everything that they helped you to grow, to be into, you take that and you run far with it, and you don't look back. You don't let nobody hold you back. You don't let nobody make you feel bad about who you are, because you know that they will be proud of you for being who you are authentically. They love you authentically. So you gotta be your authentic self, especially if you've been around people that love you for who you truly are. And I'm talking about people that lost their best friends. I'm talking about people that lost close family members, people that lost their parents like me, people that lost their aunt, uncles, people that lost their grandmothers. You know, like, nothing, and like, everything is always changing. Death is only a change. It's not the end. It's a new chapter into something else that we don't really know what to call it, you know. And as for me, I don't believe in like things like heaven and hell and things like that. I just have faith that it's a change, and in that change I realize I have no idea what that is. And that's okay, because one day I'll find out. And I'm okay with the fact that I don't know everything, but what I do know is how to pick myself up. And today, if you have a loss, if you have someone where you feel like I can't live without them, I need you to pick yourself up, because I believe that you can. I believe that you can be anything that you put your mind to. And I believe that these people that you love dearly, that you feel like you lost, they are watching you. And they only want you to live out your life. They want you to take your life to the next level. I just, and I just think of that every time I feel like, yo, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm like, wow, wait, you seen what life and death looks like. You seen what death looks like in front of you. And all that you can do is make sure that when it's your time, you did as much as you thought you wanted to do. As much. Because I don't think we always have time to do everything we want to do. But as much as you thought you wanted to do. And today I encourage you to do the same. And I encourage you to encourage others. And I encourage you to be yourself today, tomorrow, and the day after, and the week after, and the month after. I encourage you today. And I'm not talking about, oh, it's a new year and new me. I'm talking about, it's today. Today, what do I want to do? Today, what I'm going to put my mind to. What's important for me today? Where do I want to be in my life? Because I know they're watching me. I know that if anything, they would want me to learn from them always and forever. They want me to learn from them. They want me to be in the right direction. And the right direction for me is to live out my authentic self. Hope that may help you in any kind of way, shape, or form. Because life doesn't stop going. Life keeps happening. With every death, there's a new birth, and in each birth, we should always strive to make it better. We should always strive to better something until it's perfect. Whatever perfect is, you lost things, to know that you're not alone, and that it's gonna be okay. I promise you, it's gonna be okay. Don't blame yourself. Somebody else's actions, we can't control that, but we can control how we take it and how we react to it. So when it comes to death, the best reaction is for you to grow and do what you want with your life, because one day that will be you. And I'm sure that when you're dead and when you're having your last breath, the people that you leave behind, I'm sure that you would want them to live a fruitful life. So just think about that. The people that you felt like you lost, you didn't lose them. They're just not here like this, but they're here. They're here. They're here in your whole body. They're here in the stars. They went back to the stars. Since our bodies are made of stardust, they must have went back to the stars. So life is beautiful. Death is a mystery, but it's also something you can take and turn into something golden, because it's not like we could be immortal yet. As far as I know, that's not the life I've seen. So for those of you out here being immortal and stuff, cool. That's great. I don't know if I'm gonna do that yet, but that's great. I hope you take your immortality and you go far with that, because I'm always down for improvement. Always remember that word is bond, one love.